welcome to the show. Welcome. I hope my audio is good. It looks good, but I don't know. I won't know until my boo come in here. Listen, welcome to the show. It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
I'm period. See, I was waiting on him. See how I was waiting on him? I was waiting on him to tell me that everything was good. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate you so much. Thanks, Spooky. Today, hold on, let me get where I need to get at real quick. Today is Wet and Wired Wednesday. I haven't done this in a while. Things happen. I got sick. We in hurricane season here in Maryland. It's crazy. It's crazy. But my vow is to try to make sure that I get here whenever I can, and when I can't, it's my apologies. I apologize. I promise I do. But it's Wet and Wired Wednesday. I got some things on my mind this evening. I do. But before I get into all of that, let me say these things that I need to say. It's necessary. First and foremost, the phone line is open, 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. You can call in. You could drop a comment. You can ask me to drop the link, and I will if you're on your best behavior. I'm not bringing on anybody that's bringing nonsense, so just know that. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every subscription. We need it all, but specifically the likes. I need those above all. It's so much to say. I got a lot on my brain tonight. Oh, wait, what you say, Boop? Hold on. Let me get to that. No worries. Give them what you can, which is a lot. I try. Sometimes it's not, gonna go the way I wanted to go, but it happens. Let me play this quick commercial and I'll get right back. I'll be right back. I promise I'll be right back.
What's good, my ambitious ones? I am here because Savage Fenty is offering up something extraordinary. You get 2 for $29 bras and 50% off other items for new VIP members. You heard me. 2 bras for $29 plus 50% off of other items for new VIP memberships. I mean, you can't beat that.
I mean, you really can't. I have some Savage Fenty products. I don't know what happened to my paddle, which I would have showed that on the screen. But the bra work is excellent, for a woman of my stature. I am smaller in all of my other areas, but in the boobage area, it's hard to find a bra that works for me. So, with the Savage Fenty situation, they work for me. I like them. I really love what Rihanna's doing because she really caters to all women and not a specific genre of women. So, big shout out to Riri. And go Riri, it's your birthday. It's not her birthday. It's just she holds it down. So big shout out to Riri. Today is Wet and Wired Wednesday, right? I haven't done one of these in a while. There's a couple of things that happened. One is I was sick. And then, like I said, the freaking weather here is crazy. So we've been dealing with some things, and we don't live in the city. We live in the suburbs. So that's a whole nother thing. But I'm here this Wet and Wired Wednesday. So you notice that the title of the show is called Fully Flawed. And the reason why I titled it that is because sometimes, not for all of y'all, let me turn this down real quick. Sometimes, not all of the time, but every now and again, we get these moments where there are people who expect more from us than we are really, one, able to give, but two, willing to give. And so yeah, I decided today to really get into it. I'm fully flawed. I have so many flaws. Y'all have no clue. And I am okay with my flaws. But me having this conversation with you today, I want you to be okay with your flaws too. I told you Wet and Wired Wednesdays is really a day of reflection. It's a day where we all have the understanding that nobody on this planet is perfect, right? Oh God, we are not. Yeah, shit. How? Cat got hella flaws. Cat is. That's why I got non-lives. Well, I might be working on 7.5, but I'm not Cat with the flaws. Yes, Cat with the flaws. Period. Because there's one thing that when I come to this podcast, I never pronounce to be perfect. I've never come on here and told y'all I was perfect. As a matter of fact, I tell you guys, I do not give advice. I touch on some topics that probably should be touched upon, but I'm not perfect. But here's the thing about flaws, right? We all have flaws. Absolutely, we all have flaws. I think it's a understanding of the flaws, though, because I've noticed over time how people will tell you how you should be, how they want you to be. They tell you all of these things, but what they don't ever say is that they're flawed, and I don't like it. I'm one of those people that also I'm very big on accountability. I'm flawed. I got a lot of flaws. I got physical flaws. I also have some mental flaws as well. But here's the thing. You can be physically flawed, because I think that a lot of people look at the physical flaws and that's where they base everything. That's like their baseline. Like, okay, well, you don't look like this, or you're not like this, or you're not like this. Here's the thing. I am physically flawed, right? But I can fix my physical flaws. Science has brought us to that situation where we can fix our physical flaws. But what you can't fix is the flaws that you have characteristically. If you're ugly on the inside, then you can never be beautiful on the outside. I'm going to say that again. I feel that with my whole soul, with my whole everything. If you are ugly on the inside, you can never be beautiful on the outside. You could never. And what I mean by this is that, and this show is not going to go as long as yesterday's shows went, and I still have to add a lot of that. So this episode and the next episode will probably be going up the same day, because I have to clean it up so much because we went over it. I try my best to shut it down, but people don't, whatever. But yeah, if you're ugly on the inside, you're definitely ugly on the outside. I don't care what you do to yourself. I don't care what cosmetics you use. If you're ugly on the inside, you're ugly on the outside, right? So I thought I'd take it back a little bit today. Tonight, because it's not daytime, it's nighttime right now. So I thought I'd take it back a little bit in my understanding of that particular statement that I made. So for a long time, people got me and my best friend twisted. And it wasn't because we thought anything of ourselves. As a matter of fact, we were some of the most, we were the girls that we thought we were cute, but we really had so many insecurities. It was ridiculous. And I think those insecurities came from, how we were brought up, and, the people we were brought up around, and the people we weren't brought up around. But everybody thought that we thought a certain way of ourselves, and we never did. We never did. And that's probably why we were the greatest of friends. A good soul is a great thing. Physical beauty can fade. Exactly. You don't have physical beauty forever. That's one thing that I did learn over my years is like, you can be beautiful physically, but guess what? You're going to get old. Let's just say that you're going to get old. But if your soul, if your inside is a beautiful thing, then none of that even I'm sorry, I'm cursing. None of that even matters. So my physical flaws, I can fix those. Like, for example, I got some teeth missing here and there, whatever, in the back and all of that stuff. I can get that fixed. For sure, I can get that fixed. I know I can get it fixed because of the things that are happening in my life, right? But even if I get those things fixed, when they in the back, but even if I get those things fixed, if I'm ugly on the outside, what does that matter? How does that matter? I teach my daughter all the time, like, people, listen, even if Doc Doc, I'm sorry, Doc, I love you, I adore you. You are one of my favorite people on this planet. I be waiting for you, and I wait for you to get me on point and, make sure everything is a go. But Rock, real quick, let me tell you something. I don't care what belt comes out. You get the belt, you might get cut. So it's different, but whatever. And I be having a dirty mouth. But Rock, let me tell you something. Doc does keep me on point, and I appreciate him wholeheartedly. I do. I check for him because he keep me on point on the time frame. Like, I got a certain allotted amount of time. Sometimes I don't care. And this day will be one of those days where I don't care. I'm going to tell you what it is, and it's just what it is. But if you have an ugly soul, you have an ugly outside too. And I don't care how beautiful you think you are. You're just ugly. Specifically, let's give an example. So most would deem Erica Menda as a beautiful person on the outside, but guess what? Her soul doesn't match her outside, so she's ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some things in life. I don't care who you are. If your soul is ugly, your outside is ugly. You make it very difficult for people to deal with you. You make it very difficult for people to want to deal with you. I told you I'm very big on accountability. I am. Even after these podcasts, when I do the podcast, I got an announcement. I have an announcement as well. But even after these podcasts, I sit down and I think about how I carry myself. Now, there are levels to this situation, right? As far as this podcast is concerned, I pay all of the bills over here. Nobody pays my bills. Even with the donation, I might get one or two every now and again. But at the end of the day, I've been doing this podcast for 3 years now. And every bill that has come with this podcast, I've been paying. Not anybody else. I love you, Doc, so don't take this personal. But I pay the bills. Those bills get paid by me. I keep it going. I keep doing this thing that I'm doing, but it's me paying the bills. Nobody else. No man, no other woman, nobody. It's just me. And then I have a child that I take care of by myself. I'm a single mom, and I'm gonna get to that too because that's big on my list tonight. Flaws and all. I'm talking fully flawed. When it comes down to my kid, sorry to say this, and I hate to say this because I try not to bring him into my situation, but really, to be honest, I do it by myself. I'm getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm waking her up at 6:30 in the morning. I'm making sure now, because now she's catching the bus. Before, she wasn't catching the bus. We was walking to school together every morning. But I do it by myself. So if you feel like I go too hard, because people will take that and be like, oh, well, your soul is like, my soul is not ugly. I help anybody that I can, and I will help anybody that, if I can help you, I can help you. That's why the people that love me. You feel me? Because they know my soul, my insides really are beautiful. My insides, my soul says that I'm going to help anybody that I can. You can fix the outer beauty, but you cannot fix the inner beauty unless you really work at it. And that's real. I've known people who have thought that they were the most beautiful people in the world, but they weren't, because their soul was ugly. Embrace your flaws. Understand that nobody on this planet is freaking perfect. Nobody's perfect. And if you think that you're walking and talking on perfection, you're a freaking lie. Let's see what Doc had to say real quick. It's real. It's real. That's real though. Let me see. When people find it hard to deal with ugly inside folks, that means that ugly souls may be lonely in the future. But here's the thing too. I say this all the time. If you cannot be okay with being by yourself, then your soul is... I can't cuss yet. We're not ready. But your soul is messed up in the first place. You gotta be okay with being with yourself. I said, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna give y'all some intel I usually don't give y'all. But for the most part, okay, 4 minutes. I got 4 minutes. Thank you. Because, baby, it's hard. But for the most part, I spend a lot of time alone. And I'm okay with that. I'm all right with being alone. And if you're not okay with being with yourself, then you're not okay with being with other people. You're just not. I spend a lot of time alone. And I live in a house with 3 other females. But I'm better with myself than I am with being in a crowded situation. I'm better with myself. Oh, hold on. Something's missing. I'm better with myself, though, than I am with other people. I can go on a date by myself. I told you I walk a lot. Hold on. I got to put something on the screen because it make me feel ugly with that not being on the screen. Okay. Because we need to talk about what day it is. But I'm better with being with myself. Even though in my situation, even with the podcast, you know, Doc come in and he hold it down. King Knox, although he's always late, he comes in and he holds it down. I got my DJ, he holds it down. But guess what? I spend most of my time alone. And I'm okay with that. And if you're not okay with being alone, then it's crazy. You feel me? Like, I honestly think that it's crazy. And it's a real tip. Like, if you can't be in a situation where you are with being by yourself, then you're gonna have an ugly soul. Because now what that means to me, I can't say what that means to other people. I only speak on me and what that says to me mentally. If you're not okay with being with yourself, then that means that your soul, your soul is not cognitive of what's going on. You need to be able to, okay, wait. You need to be able to be alone, because that's where you find yourself. Could you be alone? Could being alone be a flaw? Meaning you can't let anyone in? No. You can't let anyone in if you can't be alone with yourself. That's what I'm saying. Like, thank you, Doc. I'm glad you asked that question. Oh, I'm glad you asked that question. Listen, If you can't sit with yourself, how are you going to sit with others? I know this is a personal thing. I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm just talking about me specifically. If I can't sit alone by myself, how am I going to sit around other people? Yay! Thank you. Woo! Thank you, Doc. Woo! See, that's why my boo is he be holding it down. He be here in the paint. I can cuss now, but I don't even want to cuss right now, but if a curse word flies, then it's okay. I'm not even in that mode where I want to curse right now. But if I can't sit by myself, how can I sit with others? You know what I'm saying? Like, that means a lot. That means a lot. I gotta be able to deal with me before I can deal with anybody the fuck else. Okay, yeah, there go the curse words. I gotta be able to deal with me. Potty mouth is that a flaw? Yes, my potty mouth. Nah, my potty mouth is a gift and a curse. So it can be a flaw, but it's a flaw if you really. Here's the thing. A flaw is, well, I'm trying to explain it in the right words. Not necessarily is a flaw to you. A flaw could be something to somebody else. So, whereas though you might find it a problem with my potty mouth, which I really don't give a fuck because I don't. Somebody else might find that as a flaw. They might be like, "Oh my gosh, she has a potty mouth." But if I'm good in my me. I know what John the Baptist had a potty mouth. So how do you judge me on that? And a lot of you people go big on the big book. I gotta clear some things up, but the book is right there. I read a lot of books though, but that could be something that bothers somebody else. It don't necessarily have to bother you. It might bother somebody else. That's why I say fully flawed. Flaw. Okay, so Doc put the definition of flaw up on us up here, and so I'm going to read it. Flaw, which is a noun, a mark, fault or other imperfection that mars a substance of object. Again, that's people looking at you and judging you and saying like, I don't like that part of you. It's only a flaw if you deem it a flaw. I don't deem my potty mouth as a flaw. Sometimes I gotta cuss some people the fuck out. That's not my flaw. That's a part of me. Sometimes you gotta get this work. It's not my flaw. It's just who I am as a person. And what I found is this: a lot of times that people deem as a flaw, or because I'm gonna give you, oh no, I'm glad my dog is upstairs and not downstairs because she would be losing her shit right now because somebody can't. This is a flaw. This horn, this car alarm that keeps going off that they can't get under control, that goes off about 7 or 8 times a day, that irritates my dog and is about to irritate my next dog because we're getting a new dog. That would be a flaw to them. Like, shut your alarm up. Shut it up. But that is your superpower. It is. I feel like it is, because that's when I can go off and I can really get into my real me, cursing folks out. It is my superpower and I love it. And I don't feel any kind of way about it. But the reason why this is a subject today is because, we do shows. We do the tap in with King Knox, and he be getting in his feelings sometimes, and I get in my feelings sometimes too. He might deem that as a flaw. I don't. I feel like I'm supposed to speak my mind. I'm supposed to speak from my heart. I'm supposed to be 10 toes down on everything that I say when it comes to this particular situation. And specifically because I pay for it. You feel me? Like, none of what I do is free. I'm here. I'm talking to y'all right now. I'm talking to y'all in a situation to where as though you can see Doc's comment on the screen right now. I'm gonna speak on that later too. But so I don't play about my shit. I take my shit very serious and I take it very personal because I love this aspect. And I love being a marketer. Don't get it fucked up. But I enjoy because this is the one time that I get to just be completely me. And you either like it or you hate it, but I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand who I am. But somebody else would see that as a flaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she curses all the time. That's a flaw. She's a potty mouth. She has a potty mouth. Or, you know, she that's what you deem as a flaw. That's not my flaw in me. My flaw in me is, so I'm going to give you a list of what I feel are my flaws. My flaws, it's a list. Hold on. My flaws. I'm gonna stay on that. My flaws, because I take accountability. You know, this is your content zone. I can tell you, like, I love it. I love it so much. Oh my gosh, Doc, thank you for understanding that I love this shit. Wait till this licensing shit gets together because I might play a song right when I say I love this shit. I love it, but and I might have to play August on that one. I love this shit. I do. I love being able to say what's on my mind and tap into who is me and not anybody else. This is why I do what I do. Yesterday a question was posed about the masses. Who posed that question, Doc? Was it King Knox? I don't know. But the point is, I don't give a fuck about I appreciate all of you guys for coming here and tuning into this podcast, but I didn't do the podcast to Kate. Yeah, it was Knox. I felt like it was Knox. It sounded like a Knox thing. I don't give a fuck about the masses. I can't speak for the masses. For me to speak for the masses is some bullshit. I can't. It's totally bullshit, I swear. And that's not even the word I wanted to use, but like, I can't speak for the masses. I can only speak for me. And if you agree with what I say, then that's cool. And if you don't agree with what I say, then that's cool too. I'm never gonna speak for other people. I'm always gonna speak for me. If you agree with it, then that's cool. If you don't, you don't. I can't speak for everybody. That's too much on me. That's a flaw. That's a major flaw, and I don't have that flaw. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you, Most High Heavenly Father. I will never ever try to speak for anybody else but myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. I won't do that. You know why? Because that's a lot of pressure to put on one person to try to speak for the masses. I can't do it. I won't do it. I didn't start this podcast with the mind frame of, and I've been at this for 3 going on 4 years now, with the mind frame of speaking for everybody, because I cannot. And I understand that. And I will never, ever speak for everybody. I'm going to speak for me, what I stand on, and I stand 10 toes down on my shit. Maybe that is a flaw, that I stand 10 toes down on everything that I say. If I don't like something, I don't fucking like it. It's even with the food. Let me give you a scenario. I'm gonna give y'all a story real quick, right? So, and it's fun. I'm glad that I get to give y'all the story. So, when it comes to my taste buds, my palates, I'm very serious about those. One thing is, if you bring a food into my household that I cannot sniff it and want to eat it, I'm not gonna eat it, right? But this one particular food, I don't like the texture, and that's the number 2. The texture, smell and texture is everything for me, and I don't like my foods to touch. So there's 3. That's 3 that you got right there, right? So let's get to the texture. It's a big thing here in Baltimore like a lot of Baltimoreans like bread pudding because I understand it and I get it. It's tradition. It's been passed down. The Great Depression. It's a lot of foods that you had to eat. And maybe you didn't want to eat them, but you ate them because the situation was dire and you had to find things to eat, right? So here in Baltimore, bread pudding is big, right? I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I don't care who made it, when they made it. I hate bread pudding, right? So when I was about to get married, I was already married, but we were like, when I got married, it's a weird situation. So I got married at the courthouse. We went out to dinner. That was the like big family thing. And then, yeah, it's not top tier. Thank you, Doc. It's horrible. Right. So, anyway, I had this huge reception. We got married in January. Our reception was in June. We had this reception, but it's a whole process. You got to pick the venue and then you get the caterer, and our caterer happened to come with the venue. So he pulled out, like, all the other things were cool, like the entrees and the appetizers were cool, but we got to the dessert menu. So he brought out two things. And the things that he brought out was peach cobbler, which I love. I adore peach cobbler. And then the other thing was bread pudding. So I sat in the space with my mother and my ex-husband, right? We're doing a food tasting. And he brings out the bread pudding and the peach cobbler. And I'm like, we should probably go with the peach cobbler because I know everybody can do for good. Well, not everybody, but if it's in between peach cobbler and bread pudding, everybody probably sway towards the peach cobbler because that's something that everybody's familiar with versus the bread pudding. That's a staple here. That's not a staple everywhere, right? So my ex-husband, one thing I don't like too, and this might be a flaw. Like I said, we're going to go back and forth from my flaws today, but that might be a flaw. I don't like everything. I taste it, I don't like it, and we're with it. But anyway, he bring out the peach cobbler, he brought out the bread pudding, and my ex-husband mixes the bread pudding with the peach cobbler as if to say, like, I don't know what I like. I know what I like. I'm a very specific person. I'm very meticulous. I move in certain kind of ways. I'm one of those people that put the puzzle pieces together. You feel me? So he mixes the bread pudding with the peach cobbler, and he's like, "Oh, try this," and he put it in my mouth. And he tries to put it to my mouth. He tries, and I automatically, because I'm a detail-oriented person, peep the peach cobbler and the bread pudding on the fork. And I got angry because I was like, you trying to play with my intelligence. Don't play with my intelligence. Don't you ever in your fucking life try to play on my intelligence. I don't know everything, but I know a lot. And so I'm looking at, like, dude, like, you gonna really try to feed me bread pudding, and I told you I don't like bread pudding. You're going to try to feed it to me anyway, as if I don't know what the fuck it looks like, as if I don't fucking know what the fuck bread pudding is. And so me and him got into it. That was beef. But then my mother got mad because that was a beef. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if somebody's playing on my intelligence, I'm going to call it out immediately. And that was one of them times where somebody tried to play on my intelligence, and I didn't like it. For future reference, for anybody that needs to know, Kat hates bread pudding. She don't like it. It's a lot of puddings you can bring to my table that I'm going to rock with, but bread pudding is not one of those. And so, yeah, it was a beef. He tried to play with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he tried to... Oh, Doc said, what? He tried to lace your cobbler too fast. He did, and he really tried, and that was a beef, and everybody was mad at me. I didn't give a fuck, because I don't give a fuck. You could be mad at me forever for all the fuck I care. I don't care. But what you're not going to do is play with my intelligence. But he did that. That happened. I remember that shit vividly, like it was yesterday. And that was one of the moments where it was like, yo, you really going to try to play with me? Like, I don't know. I am one of those type of people that I try everything at least once, and I'm able to tell you what I like and what I don't like because I've tried it, not because it looked crazy. No, I tried it. Even, oh my gosh, and I keep talking about this fucking fruit, but what's the name of it? It's shit. I can't even think of the name of the fruit. It's a popular fruit within the Asian community, and I eat a lot of Asian foods, right? A lot of Asian cuisine, right? And not the carrying out. I mean, actual Asian cuisine, right? And if I can't smell it, and when I smell it, I'm not attracted to it, I'm not gonna eat it. So this particular, no, not dragon fruit. Dragon fruit, actually, I'm cool with dragon fruit. My daughter's allergic to it. That's why I won't eat it, because my baby's allergic to dragon fruit. Shoot, it starts with a D though. Shoot, I can't even think of, and I mention this fruit all the time, and this is driving me crazy because I can't think of the name of the fruit right now. But again, it's a durian. There we go. Thank you, Doc. I knew you would know. Durian is the stinkiest fucking fruit on the planet. That shit stinks. And if I can't smell it and want to eat it, and it stink, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. If I can't smell it, I'm not gonna eat it. Durian. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Durian. I hate the smell of the fucker. And I eat Indian food. I eat Ethiopian food. I don't eat fufu though. I hate fufu, but I don't like the texture. But I try. I'm very well versed. It is super sweet. Yes, it is, but it stinks. And if it stinks, I can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very particular about certain things. Like I told you, if certain foods touch, I can't eat it either. Like, I don't want my fried foods on a plate with my soggy foods. Like, if we got some grains on a plate and then we got fried chicken, I need 2 separate plates. I am very meticulous. I just am. And I can't help the way I am. That's just the way I was birthed. That's the way I was born. And so durian, let me put that back on the screen. Durian is a fucking stinky ass fruit, and I shop at the Asian market on a regular. Here in Baltimore, we got a lot of Asian markets, so I shop in the Asian food markets on a regular. But that fucking fruit, I tried it. We cracked it open. The shit stunk. I can't eat it. That's probably my flaw. Flawed being a picky eater. That might be one of my flaws. It's just I can't rock with everything. I have to want to eat it for me to eat it. And durian is not one of the things that I'm going to eat. And it's not because I haven't tried it. I tried it to know that I can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like oysters. I don't like mussels. And, we're a port city, so that means we live by the sea. Like, all of that, I don't care. If I don't like it, I don't like it. That's the same thing the discussion we had last night on the hip hop tip. If I do not like it, I just don't fucking like it. It's not a female, it's not a gender thing. It's a me thing. If I don't fuck with it, I don't fuck with it. And that's just the end of the day. It don't have nothing to do with genders. I'll fuck some crabs up though. In your area, crabs for days. Listen, I love crab cakes. I don't like eating crabs in the shell. Oh, I like, but I can't eat them like most people here in Maryland because I don't like being cut up. I don't like the pain that comes with it. But I'll eat some crabs. Don't ever get to the same. Let a girl get a crab cake, it's over. Crab imperial, it's over. Anything crab related, crab associated with my sushi, I'm fucking that shit up. I just, I don't like cracking a crab. That's all. Oh, and the soft shell crab. Don't ever fucking get it twisted. I am a Baltimorean through and through. I done had soft shell crab sandwiches in abundance. And a lot of people get that twisted because they look at it like, oh, it's a crab. Yeah, they clean it before they fry it. All of the insides and the guts and all of that shit is out of it before they even put it in the light. But I don't. I'm not a fan of cleaning it. No, I'm not. I'll eat a couple. My daughter loves. She don't give a fuck. She don't like crab cakes, which is the crazy part. But as far as popping that bitch open and eating it, she'll eat it that way. I think the problem that I have with people is that everybody tries, again, that box that I hate that everybody puts everybody in. Like, well, because all of these people do it, that's why you like that. No, I'm an individual. I move the way I move. It's a lot of shit that a lot of motherfuckers will move and like and do and all of that shit. That's not me. That's not how I move. I like what I like. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, one of my flaws might be that I am a very picky eater. I don't like everything and I hate durian. It stinks. I hate kimchi. It stinks. If it stinks, I'm not eating it. I gotta be able to smell it before I put it in my mouth. What you think? I do. You just don't want to be told what to do. I'm a boss. I absolutely do not want the fuck to be told what the fuck to do. You absolutely fucking right. Nobody tells me what to do. I do what I fucking want. I see that in you. And I'm glad you see it in me. Nobody tells Cat what to do. Cat does what Cat wants to do. I'm a cat. You think Cat, like my nickname is Cat because my name is Labora. You think my government name is Labora, which is rare in this country. No, I don't like being told what to do. I want to do what the fuck I want to do, and nobody's going to tell me what the fuck to do. God gave me free will. So why would I let anybody on this? I'm submissive, though. I can be very submissive. I was submissive for fucking 7 years. Nobody knew that I carried it like this because they thought that I was a soft pussy. I can be when I want to be. Let me tell you, I can be her. Hold on. I could be her. I can be her. I could be her. Or I could be her. You just gotta figure out which one you want. You gotta figure it out. You want me to purr or you want me to roar? Which one do you want? But no, I've never been that one that just do happy girl. I've never been one to just do what the fuck you say do. I've never been that one and I'm never going to be that one. I think that's why me and Knox be bumping heads because he feel like, and I'm not going to ever be. Like, I'm submissive when I want to be. Not when you want me to be, but when I want to be. When I feel comfortable, when I'm in that space, I'm submissive. But only when I want to be. You're not going to make me be what you want me to be. I told y'all about them expectations. Are you accepting other flaws? Yeah, remember what I said? Stop expecting people to be what you... You're going to be who the fuck you want to be, and I'm going to be who the fuck I want to be. But in the situation, don't ever get it twisted. That don't mean I'm not going to go against what, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give you, and I'm really big on, like, at a certain point in time, because I am a Libra and I hate confrontation, I'm going to let you win. But in you winning, don't think that you won. You won the battle. You didn't win the war. If you get on my nerves enough, you out of here, because I refuse to deal with anybody's bullshit. But I don't expect you to have the same point of views that I have. That's not going to get you out of here. I don't expect you to stand on what I stand on. That's not going to get you, because we all are individuals. But if it gets to a point where I feel like you're trying to push me in the corner and make me be who the fuck you want me to be, you out of here. Period. And my detachment, I told y'all from the beginning, my detachment is real. It takes nothing for me to detach myself from an individual. It's nothing. But I don't want you to be who I want you to be. No, be who you are. But I think a lot of the issue that I have with other people is that they try to make me be who they want me to be. And that's always going to be a problem for me. I swear to goodness, that's always going to be a problem. if you trying to make me, I'm not even like, we could be together and we don't see each other's point of views. That's fine. But if you're trying to make me be who you think I should be, who you want me to be, it's dead. That's a dead dumbass issue, and I'm fucking detached. Dead at you out of here. You feel me? Like, you're out of here. Because I'm always be me. I always stand 10 toes down on what I believe in. I'm one of those people that believe in justice. I'm always going to fight for the little man and all of that shit. But once you start trying to change me into who you want me to be, it's going to be an issue. And that's that. Thank you, baby. Oh, my gosh. See, Doc? But also, let me say this too. Doc put that, I'm going to leave that on the screen for a second. I don't shut the fuck up when people tell me to shut the fuck up either. No, I'm going to talk until I get my point across, until I'm done. That's how I am. That's how I move. This is just what I am. You just got to accept it. But Doc, you're right. It is time for the love notes, the show notes. So if you don't know about the love notes, I used to call it love. Doc, and thank you, because it's something I got to say about that too. Doc called it show notes. It's always been love for me, so we just combined it, and now it's the love notes. And love, we love you. Listen, I gotta talk about these notes right now before I get into it. And this is major. It's major, and I didn't even think the show was gonna go as long as it went, because I was like, I'm gonna get off early because last night we went over, and I gotta edit some shit out right now so that we can put it up or whatever. But love notes. Canada is coming for y'all right now. Y'all playing my top 6: the United States, the United Kingdom, and India, France, Germany. You about to be off the list, and Belgium. I'm going. I'm gonna stop for a second. I gotta stop for a second. Germany. Canada said y'all the fuck off the list today and I'm cussing and I don't care. Today, I try not to check my numbers on the download. I try to check it like once a month. Today, I just happened to go and check my numbers. And today I got, in the last 2 days, Canada came through, specifically Saskatchewan. Hi, Canada. Hi, I love you. So I got to change that. Germany, you about off the list because Canada came through, said fuck y'all, and they on the list. Saskatchewan, I love you. So I'm playing this right now, but Friday, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Canada on the list. Big shout out to my top 6. It's all love though. I love y'all. It's all love. But anyway, United States, United Kingdom, India, France, Germany for now, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. I love you guys so much. Oh, I love you so much. Love hearts. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Canada. Hi, Canada. Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. I love you. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Japan, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I do. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, Czech Republic, and Portugal. I love you. Morocco. I'm going to fix the list. I got to fix the list now. I don't have no choice. Because let me tell you, when I say Canada, baby, hold on. Doc, I gotta, cause it ain't even Morocco. Morocco on the list, and I gotta fix that. I gotta fix Morocco. I gotta put them on the list. But when I say Germany, I'm sorry. I love you so much. But when I say Canada came through, Canada came through in a 48-hour type of situation. And they brought, I can't do nothing about the referendum right now. That's another announcement, something else we got to talk about. When I say Canada came through in 2 days. Canada almost gave me a whole 1,000 downloads. Saskatchewan, big shout out to Saskatchewan. Oh my gosh, y'all can't see me? I can see me. Why y'all can't see me? I can see me on here and I can see me on there. What's going on? You still can't see me? Hello? You see me? That might not be me, boo. That might be you. Because I can see me. I'm looking at me up here. And that's on YouTube. That's not even the computers. That's the TV. Yeah, I'm everywhere. Yeah, I'm everywhere. Saskatchewan, Canada. I love you. They came through and they brought damn near. Okay, Twitch. Okay. All right, cool. They brought damn near 1,000 downloads in 2 days. I love you, Saskatchewan, Canada. Hi, Canada, I love you. Shout out to anybody who's watching on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. This is why I said what I said the day when the person came through with the request. I don't rely on YouTube. And with Canada coming through, some great things happen because now this shit gonna pay for itself. Thank you, Canada. I appreciate you. I do. This shit gonna pay for itself now. I might not have to pay for it anymore because it's about to pay for itself because Canada came through with them damn near 1,000 downloads. Thank you, Canada. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Because it was like, it happened. I saw that. It shocked me. Like, what the? And then I got the email and that really took it to the next level. Like, now you can do this. And it's like, oh, I can do this now. It's crazy. Hi. Thank you, Canada, so much. I'm going to give it to Canada. Germany, you might gotta get out of here because I'm only doing the top 6. You know, normally people do a top 5, but I'm only doing the top 6. So thank you, Canada, so much. I love you, babies. Thank you, Canada. Oh, Canada. Yeah, so that happened today. That happened today. So this is the last show that we are doing on this platform that we do it on right now. It's gonna look way different. I promise you. Doc, when I bring you on for the next tap in, it's not going to be the same platform because I need you to know because you be on here live. So it's a whole different platform. But thank you, Canada. You put me in a different place and I appreciate you. Yeah, some things happening around here. And I'm glad that I stay faithful to the thing that I love to do. And I didn't know that it was going to happen this way, but it's happening. And so, yeah, it is what it is. A big shout out to Canada. Thank you for that big ass boost in the downloads. I appreciate you for that. And thank you for putting me in a position now that things are changing around here because it looks different. Canada. Oh, Canada. Hey. Oh. Because you got to add the A on the end when you talk. Canada, A. Big love to Canada. Oh, Canada. I love you so much. Thank you so much. They came through. They came through in 48 hours. I don't know what it is that we did. I'm going to go look at the analysis. I'm gonna look at the numbers and I'm gonna see what we did different, like what was different that made them to. But Canada came through and they said, "Fuck Germany, y'all out of here on the top 6. They on the list." So now I gotta change a few things, and including Morocco too. But yeah, Canada. Hi, Canada. I love you. I love you, Canada. So that happened. That happened today. By the way, that's why I'm so excited about it. A couple of things happened because of Canada today. So a big shout out to Canada. So it is what it is. Some changes are coming. The aesthetics of how we do this are changing. We have flaws, but we work on our flaws over here. Mm-hmm. We work on our flaws. We take accountability and we work on our shit. And so we're not trying to be perfect, but we're trying to be better people. And I think that's important. We worldwide, flaws and all, period. You like it, you love it, it doesn't matter. We are who we are. And then you're going to rock with us and you're going to rock with us. If you're not going to rock with us, take your little stupid ass to the left. Rock with us or don't. But we worldwide. It is what it is. Even all of this, what I'm about to do right now, is changing. I promise you, Friday's show is going to look way different. So it is. It is going to look different. I'm working on it. I was supposed to do Thorough Thursday, but because of the changes that we just made, I'm working on Thorough Thursday, and then I gotta re-record some shit because we have a freestyle, and then kind of like a video, but not a video situation. But it's, you know what I mean. Some things are happening, and I want to re-record that before we go for the Thursday show. So, as much as I want to do Thorough Thursday, I want it to be right before I do it. But anyway, if you'd like to come on the show, wait a minute. If you'd like to come on the show, holla at us, ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. We growing, baby. We growing over here. ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. You can always drop a comment, send me a text, call in. You can ask me to drop the link, and then you can hit the link as long as you're on your best behavior. I'm not playing with y'all. That one situation with me, that one happened to mess me up for life. I have permission to play the videos that I'm playing and the license situation. So now we playing whatever the fuck we want because the license will be in full effect. I told y'all I'm over here working. Y'all think it's a game, but I have permission to play anything that I play. Social media, if you want to hit us up, ambitiously. At Miss _ambitiously ENT on IG, on Facebook at ambitiously, and on YouTube, ambitiously the podcast. We're there. Hit us up. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. So just know that. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. We are evolving. We are making some things happen. I just can't always talk about it because I like to make it happen and then talk about it. I'm not going to go into all of that. Join us on Coffee. We doing some things over there. I'm just trying to get it together. Big shout out to King Knox. I have a new mixtape that he just finished that will be available in the description on Tap In Tuesday. So make sure you tune into that so you can tap into what he got going on. Big shout out to my DJ. My DJ did something extraordinary. This Tap In is going to be a special one. So I need y'all to tune in because this is going to be a special one. It taps into me and my journey through working in the music industry and some people that I came into the music industry with. And this is like a dedication Fire Friday. So make sure you tune in for the Tap In. And then let me know how you feel about the mix. But he did his thing for what I needed him to do on this mix because it was already in his cycle anyway. So yeah, we got some things going on this Fire Friday. So just make sure you tune in. Let's see. What did my baby Doc say? So Doc said, top flight, catch the vibes of Cat Lee. And Germany, stop your shit up because Canada said they with the shits. They here for everything we got going on. Canada is in the building and they knocking y'all off the block. So I gotta update my situation because Canada is here. Sounds interesting. Can't wait to watch. Ooh, it's get crazy. Fire Friday gonna be crazy. So tomorrow is my day to put everything together. But yeah, Fire Friday gonna be interesting because you get a little bit of how I got into this game in that mix. I swear to goodness, I'm pulling out props. I promise you all of that. This Fire Friday is gonna be crazy. Props to King Knox. Yeah, big props to King Knox. Yeah. Salute to DJ Rude KZ, the DJ the DJ to hold it down. And he already sent me the mix. It's crazy. I cannot wait. Like I said, this Fire Friday is going to be, because it is real. This Fire Friday is going to be real personal for me. Not y'all, but for me. It's real personal. So yeah, make sure y'all tap in for the Fire Friday. And Fire, we got some heat coming. Make sure you tap in. Again, personal for me, because this is like not my beginnings, but part of my journey. So just make sure you tune in for that. Yeah. So yeah, baby. See how Doc be on point. He be telling y'all where I'm supposed to be at. He tell me where I'm supposed to be at. Doc is very important to the show. First things first, mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. It's not. Unless you tune in on Media Mondays. And tune in this Media Monday because I got some shit to talk about. And then make sure you tune in for the tap in and Wet and Wild Wednesday because I'm coming back. And it's been some things going on, but I'm getting back on schedule. So make sure you tune in. But if you want to be nosy, come here on Media Mondays. But besides that, everybody's business is not your business. Mind your business. Love your babies. Let me put this back on the screen real quick. Love your babies. Encourage your babies. Be there for them. They need that. And I don't think a lot of us have that, but I'm very adamant about that. Love the babies. Hug the babies. Encourage the babies. Tell your babies that they are the greatest of all times. They are the GOAT. They are the greatest of all times. That's just period. If they want to work for NASA, if you're here in America, then tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, secretary, janitor, or receptionist. If they want to work for, I don't know if I said NASCAR, whatever. If they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, or commentator, or whatever the fuck they do at NASA or NASCAR. I probably said that wrong, but it's cool. The point is, just encourage them to be the greatest at whatever it is they out here doing. A lot of these kids out here don't have encouragement, so they need it from you. So if you do anything, encourage them and tell them that they are the greatest of all times. Stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane, and you jump in my lane, you get her. You don't want her. You don't want her. She's not nice at all. She's not a nice person. You want her. You want her because she's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly. You just want to hug her and hold her and squeeze her and kiss her and all of those good things. I'm on my hour shit. Or at least her. Because, baby, Doc already told you earlier, but when Cat is purring, she's a happy girl. You want Cat to purr. You don't want Cat to go to the first one. You want Cat to go to the second one or the third one because there you safe. You good. But you don't want the first one. She's ugly. And plus what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision, and who the fuck needs that? I don't need it. You don't need it. We don't need it. Just stay in your lane. Stay there. Remember to pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle to fight. Sometimes you gotta be like, all right, you won. Off to the left. Worry about the war because it's a war going outside and we don't got no thunderstorms tonight, so I'm happy. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. In the immortal words of my baby's mouth, every battle is not yours to fight. So just pick and choose your battles wisely. I love you guys. Thank you for anybody who has tuned in to this podcast tonight. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Canada. Could you put me in a different place? You have no clue, but we'll talk about that later. But thank you, Canada. Thank you to everybody who shows love and supports this podcast, and I love you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm not gonna get emotional, even though I could, because I am an emotional gangster. I'm not doing it though, but I love you guys so much, and I just thank you and appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that you come back and keep tuning into this podcast and keep supporting and all of that good stuff. I love you guys so much. Hold on. Let me put up Doc comment real quick. Doc said hit that YouTube like button. I mean, I would love it if we could, get the YouTube popping. But it's not about the YouTube. We good with the down. I'm happy with the downloads. The downloads. And I love you guys. Oh my gosh. Doc, I'm trying not to be emotional right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. But I love you guys. Be safe out here. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Just be safe out here regardless, and just keep tuning in. We're growing and we're trying to make some things happen. So just stay tuned. You never know what's gonna go down over here. So I love you guys. Be safe. Bye. I love you.